All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, denizens of the interwebs. I am kcStranger, and this is the Crystal Tomb. And if you're watching this live, because I am streaming it, but if you're watching it live, then why? Summer Games Done Quick is going on right now. Go over to Games Done Quick, maybe chip in to Doctors Without Borders. But if you do decide to stay here, um, message me. I'll give you my PayPal. May as well give money to somebody. Um, as always, though, let me shout out our perennial sponsors, XSplit Broadcaster, One Day I'll Collect, and Tractor Blonde. So, this music is very dramatic for the start, but I haven't curated this playlist. Um, last time,
One day you'll collect.
yeah, one day I won't. Collect, yes, indeed. Last time. Oh wait, no, I forgot to give you guys an adjective. I don't know. Today you can be spine tingling. You're my spine tingling players today. So last time, the party continued their effort to yes, fuzzy. You know what? Let's go with fuzzy instead. I like that better. Um, Last time, the party continued their effort to infiltrate the Ashal fortress, which I realize I don't think you know the name of. It does have a name. Um, and capture the remaining dragon spirits and vestiges of Alkadir. Kane and Tavrith first tricked Colleen into dispelling the mass suggestion spell under which she, Fallon, and Tirsa had been placed. Then Tirsa cast a little locate creature to get a bead on Fiona Emberwisp, the vessel for one of the dragon spirits. They left the room, but were soon confronted by a detachment of the Ashal. I see you, Fallon. And Tavrith stayed behind to buy time for the others to slip away. The group infiltrated the fortress, finally making their way to the sub-basement, where they found a great hall lit in eerie white. They just managed to locate a door, skillfully hidden away from mundane and magical sight alike. And with great difficulty, Kane was able to pick the lock and allow the party entrance. Inside, they found an intricate set of runes, in the middle of which was suspended an amber crystal, and a back door leading to a small prison, where they found the individuals they were looking for. First, one Piotrek Tumblewillow, by far the largest and hardiest halfling any of the party had ever met. He proved to have a singularly powerful spirit, and his mastery over the dragon within, if you will, made its extraction rather easy. Fiona, on the other hand, seemed to have been mistreated to some degree. Significant effort was required to rouse her and to extract the spirit. Finally, though, the work was done, and the party hatched a plan to acquire the last two vestiges of Alkadir, the Gauntlet of Suffusion and the Chalice of Prosperity. As they passed back through the runic chamber, Kane's fragile mental peace was invaded by yet another voice, this time Innis, communicating to him through the power of the now complete set of dragon spirits contained within his ring. It was soon revealed that she was held prisoner within the crystal at the room's center. The party freed her, gaining an extremely powerful ally for the path ahead. And we pick up as the party has hatched a plan, I believe, involving a large number of wolf bros. Innis has skewered a few investigating a shawl with ice lances, and the party makes their way back upstairs to pursue the next part of the plan. So, with that, you find your way back to the basement, carefully checking for passing a shawl as you. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm right. Oh yeah, carefully checking for passing a shawl as you open the hidden door and go back into the basement proper. You don't see anyone. The distraction out front seems to be working very much in your favor. Tirsa again takes the lead, with Innis settling in half a pace behind her. The goddess seems nonchalant, idly stretching her right arm into the air and yawning as Tirsa carefully picks a path forward. Um, Finally, you reach a landing with stairs leading up to the ground level. Distant sounds echo down the stairwell, shouts, the clatter of feet on stone, the clang of metal. Tirsa hesitates for a moment, and Innes idly waves her hand sort of in the general direction of the rest of you. In an instant, your appearances change, and you find yourselves decorated with the wizard's robes typical of the Ashal. Even Kaleem's zombies appear rather lifelike, and Gamork appears impeccably groomed. A seeming spell, perhaps? Checking your equipment, you can tell that the goddess hasn't actually transformed you, merely your appearance. Tirsa smiles weakly, then turns back towards the stairs. Let's go. You make your way up the stairs and exit into a narrow hallway. At the end of the hallway, you can just make out a broad open room with steps sweeping up to a central platform with a kitchen and a number of tables. Steam bellows from a stack above the kitchen, and the whole room is a buzz of frantic activity. It appears like something of a mess hall, but sort of pressed into service as a temporary command headquarters given the situation outside. In the center of it all, shouting orders and words of command, is a single tiefling dressed in glimmering chain and wielding a staff, and you recognize his voice from the watchtower in Balhir. So let me just reveal, these individuals are going to be pretty distant from where you are right now. So again, you're kind of in a narrow hallway that's set like some distance from the room. The image in the picture is something you can only barely see at the moment. Nevertheless, distantly, you can make out some individuals. And you're currently sort of just at the top of the stairs. That was highly distorted, Kane.
How many?
How many? 5, including the one who seems to be running the show.
Do I spy with my little eye any vestiges of Alkadir?
You know what? I'm going to roll perception for you.
I'm proficient.
You rolled a 21, and you do not see anything. You are, however, rather distant. You can see auras of magic, like, in many places around the room, which makes sense.
Oh wait, does the magic from... Oh no, I can't see any of our vestiges right now, can I? They're not out. They're like in bags of folding and stuff.
What are in bags of holding? I'm sorry.
They're not. I can't. Colleen has one, and I have the others.
So do the vestiges give off like a different sort of magical aura at all, or is it just like the same kind of aura as other magic items?
The nature of the magic is the same. Like, they're powerful. Some of them have multiple kinds of magic about them, but yeah, it's all basically the same.
Okay, Kane's gonna nudge Fallon to be like, "Hey Fallon, before we unleash the wolf armies, should we just make some sort of crown for Gamork?"
Why would we make a crown?
So he can be the Wolf King commanding his wolf army.
Do you have something to make a crown with, Kane?
I don't know. I was gonna ask Innes.
Innes glances back at you, Kane, and sort of gives a lazy shrug and waves her hand, and you see a sort of a simple golden, but like properly understated golden crown appear on Gamork's head.
Yes.
She looks meaningfully up at you, Fallon, as if to say, "Are you okay with this?"
I mean, it does look good on him, but we're going to have to make sure he understands it's temporary.
Gamork is royalty now. His bloodline will be the purest.
And as you hatch these plans in the hallway, I need everybody to roll me stealth checks. I will roll for Kane.
Ha! Stealth. Tell me what I roll. I want to hear the big numbers.
By the way, which coat do you have on, Kane?
I don't have advantage. I have the spell
All
reflecting
right,
coat.
Fallon.
Okay, well, you rolled a 35, so...
But I'd like to think that Gamork is even more stealthy than you right now.
Oh, yeah, Gamork did crit.
Oh, damn. That new crown making him feel sleek.
I have the opposite of Gamork's score.
Oh, also, it just occurred to me, Kane, you have true seeing on you, so you do have true sight out to 60 feet. And I will tell you that the individuals you're looking at out in the main room are more than 60 feet away, but even with that, you don't see vestiges.
Okay, I forgot about the tree seeing.
Yeah. So let me see here. Let me see. We've got... Okay, all right. You all do not appear to be noticed by anyone with those rolls.
So 13.
Well, I mean, it's not. I count these kind of rolls more than just like whoever rolls the lowest, which actually the lowest was Tirsa. She rolled an 11. But yeah.
So, do we know the names of the leaders?
You were told the names.
Is this guy one of the leaders? I don't remember, and I'm sorry.
Just a second. Does Kane remember? Let's find out.
Yeah, we were just told. It's been weeks for me.
I mean, he might be. He seems leaderish. You don't remember anything you were told. You rolled a 2.
Ah, shit. Well, fuck. I ask Innes. Is he one of the leaders of the Yashal?
She looks back at you and says, Leados Periascus, one of the 3, yes. Sorcerer.
Would
So
he have
we
a
haven't.
vestige on him?
Possibly. Let me double check what Innes has going on here real quick. But I don't think so. At least I don't see anything. He must have it hidden rather cleverly if he does. Innes looks back at you and says, if I remember correctly, you had some kind of plan?
I mean, we were going to do all the wolves, right? Like, did we already do that or no?
No, you have not done that yet. And Fallon, in answer to your question, Fallon whispered me a question. Can you roll religion?
Sure.
Okay. So the item that you're referring to was granted to you by one god, and the ability of one god to exert power over like something associated with so strongly with a different god is iffy.
Okay. Okay. That works. Was there another part of the plan that I'm not remembering besides us just making a sea of fur in these walls of this castle?
I guess I'll mention you had also thought about trying to like mind control in a shawl into lowering the front gate or something along those lines.
Ah, okay. Who was gonna do the mind controlling bit?
It was one of you guys.
I have a question for Kane, or I guess mainly for Clean. Can you stupefy somebody? Like to make so?
Depends.
Well, Casey, I have that spell, that Essence of Mirror, which allows me to, I guess, charm somebody.
Wait a minute. Let me. What exactly are you talking about? Oh, this.
Yeah, I've never used it. Would it? And it talks about if somebody is. It's like if they're.
Suffice it to say, you could use that to give someone a compulsion to take an action along the lines that we're talking.
Okay. I don't know. That I read that spell, and every time I read it, I think, man, this is just too risky.
Which spell?
It's this spell I have that has like a. For anything I'd probably want to use it on, unless it's like a rat or something, it would probably be a really hard success, like very low chance of succeeding.
I don't
And
think it's
so
that hard.
I don't know, maybe I'm reading it wrong, but
You gotta
anyways,
risk it.
yeah, but then I could take exhaustion levels and
Oh,
whatnot.
okay. It's not a high chance. The chance of a mishap isn't necessarily that high, but the chance of actually succeeding does become less the stronger the target. That's right.
Yeah, I guess it's based on their challenge rating and not so much on the
Yeah, I set it up that way mostly so it wouldn't be easy to just like walk up, mind control a dragon, and done with it. Because it's not even technically a spell; like it can't be counterspelled.
what is a person's challenge rate?
It varies.
Is there any way to know that lead sorcerer's challenge rating?
If you wanna try
The
to take
Dragon Ball Eye thing.
stock of him, you can give me insight. He's strong. You're not sure.
Damn it, go on. It's usually good at reading people.
Hello?
Hi, welcome back.
I will tell you this: you're pretty sure going after the main dude is going to be harder than going after the other ones.
I don't remember if I ever said I was going to try to mind control somebody.
It was brought up at some point. I know that for sure.
Right, but I mean, yeah.
I think we
It
just
was one of
decided on chaos and not using the vestiges quite yet.
Yeah, I think the messages were a backup when we were debating on giving Kane the crown and you
Okay.
the wand.
I never
Kane would
debated
prefer the
that.
pendant.
You've got the dragon ring.
I'm just saying, if I get one of them, I prefer that one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just, I mean, so we see somebody across the way. Should we do the wolves now and send them through the castle, or should we attack these people? What are we doing here? Or should we try to convince them that we saw somebody and
It's a great question. How
they're,
in this?
they're
How
across a
far
large
away
room?
are the messages? Can you tell it all? Like, using your God.
So I can barely make
Oh,
you
they're
out through all the
across the arch?
distortion, but I think I heard that. She says, I just got out. I know quite a bit, Kane, but I don't know that. Also, we should probably get a move on. And with that, I need everyone to make another stealth check as you're waffling in this hallway.
Waffling.
I
Good
mean,
word choice.
even though we're running stealth, these people are just like across the room, right?
You're in a narrow hallway that adjoins this large open room, looking out distantly on it.
Oh, okay, okay. Dang it, Kane.
Oh, that's interesting right there. Okay, so with those stealth checks, you see somebody poke his head out of a door in the hallway. A gnome, actually. He
I kick the door, breaking his neck. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
he looks out at you and pauses for a moment. I need everybody to give me performance as you try to look like a shawl that he just doesn't recognize. Ooh, that's not a good performance roll from Kane.
Yikes. Even worse for
What
me.
did I roll?
A 7. Ennis rolls a 30.
Gamork rolled a 17.
All right.
That's because I'm blue.
Gamork's more a shawl than you.
And Tirsa rolls a 23. Okay, wait. So let me see here. Okay, so yeah, Kane and Colleen are dragging down the performance. However, actually, you know what? No, apologies. Colleen, please roll for your undead.
Lovely. Okay. -1, Rogul.
Okay.
-2. Oh, neat.
Okay, there it is. Yeah. He pokes out his head. He shakes and then says, he shouts back in, all right, come on, we got to get going. And then he looks over at the rest of you and says, you all too, we need to get back to the fight. And then he sees your zombie, like its arm, you realize, is like dragging down the wall, leaving this trail of gore. And he sort of like has his head tilted in kind of an odd way. Or she, I don't know. I don't know if your zombie's a he or she. You can specify in
Do I
chat.
see them notice this?
You see it happening. Oh, I see what you're saying. Suffice to say, you watch as dawning recognition crosses his face, and he starts to say, I don't
Apologies, my
recognize...
friend. He was injured in the fight. We got lost looking for someone to heal him.
He looks at you, he looks back to the door, and then he says, come on, everybody, we should get back to the front. You see 3 more individuals pile out the door, and they all start headed towards the mess hall.
Fall in line. Let's go.
Fall in line. Let's go. To the front.
Okay. You start headed out the hallway. You watch as the individual with whom you interacted, and actually, Innes is sort of looking slightly skeptically across at you all. The individual you just interacted with, he walks straight up towards the leader in the middle.
Wolf Army. Release the Kraken. I mean, wolves.
Release the hoons.
Okay, and at the same moment,
Who let the dogs out?
at the same moment as Kane says that, he says, "I don't recognize them," and all hell breaks loose. So, initiative time.
Oh yeah, I get to roll shit from a distance.
Okay, where's my token? Hello, token. I can't click my token.
Okay, yeah, Kane, you rolled a nat 1 for initiative.
Woo!
I cannot. Am I supposed to be able to click my token?
Is
Yes.
this all kind of theater of the mindy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna roll it because I can't click anything.
Yep, no
Makes
problem. I
sense.
can add you.
I got a 16.
All right.
Casey, are we inside or outside of the spine?
You are inside.
Gmork
Okay.
got himself a 21.
All right. And I think maybe the reason you couldn't click Felon was just because the server's lagging.
Oh,
Because
it's sorry, it's me.
oh, okay,
It's me. I just realized I had the wrong tool selected.
gotcha. All right, let me see here. That goes there. That goes there.
It was I.
Okay. Oh, Innes. Oh wait, no, I already have her in there. Cool, cool, cool. Am I missing anyone? Nope, I don't think so. Oh, let me go ahead and just reveal this now. All right, and so let me see here. We are. Oh, Tirsa goes first. Okay. Well, I suppose now that your cover has been blown, it's now time for her to hold back. So she is going to cast this, seeing how there's all kinds of people grouped up right now. So let me see here. This is going to hit all these guys on the left, as well as the main dude. And realistically, wait, let me see here. It's up to 10 creatures that you can see within range. So actually, no, that is just going to be everyone. Okay, this is potentially insane. He doesn't have counterspell. Do any of these guys have counterspell? Sorry, I now was not 100% prepared to have the combat with all of these at once, so I need to start looking some shit up. Apologies. Okay, so who do we have here?
How high is the ceiling?
Rather high, like probably 50 feet.
50 feet. So
Where-
flying is a possibility.
Yeah, it is. Shoot. Okay. Oh, there's my problem. The problem is because I wasn't prepared for. Oh wait, no. I was prepared. Okay, good. So we've got And actually, you know what? With apologies, just so that I'm able to actually track this, I'm gonna get a piece of paper.
Is this like the equivalent of everything outside wrapped into this scenario, or is this just the people that we ran into in the hallway?
This is everybody. You're now sort of in the main room because you followed them out.
Okay.
Okay. Darn it, pen, why are you dying on me? Okay, and I've got that.
We have Kane.
All right. And yes, as a matter of fact, we do have that. So let me see here. Okay, so Tirsa is first going to attempt to cast a spell, and then one of these guys is going to attempt to counterspell it. This is, when I say one of these guys, I mean this guy right here. So he has to make an int check against 9.
Bill.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. I'm sorry. So, to use magic terminology, counterspell is on the stack. Are there any responses?
Counterspell.
Okay.
That's what I
Okay.
can cast for free. It's a signature spell.
Okay. Oh, it is. Okay. Well, all right. So you use that. Now the other one is going to attempt to counterspell. Which actually Tirsa can counterspell. Or actually, wait a minute, no. Actually, Innis is going to counterspell that. Why not? So let me see here. That's that. Okay. Do I have any more
Jesus.
counterspells up my sleeve?
I counterspell.
Everybody counterspells. Actually, most of these guys do not have counterspell. Okay, that I believe. Okay. I'm telling you, like, this many wizards in a fight gets kind of crazy. Oh, hey, wait. We've got a counterspell here, and that one is going to go through. All right. So this, I believe,
I
is...
counterspell him.
So this counterspell is coming from a source that none of you can see.
I like how you clarified that.
Is
Even
it
though
within 30 feet
I
of
said
me?
it.
Are these distances accurate?
So counterspell, I think the range is 60. Oh, the distances, no. The distances mean nothing. These are just like... These individuals are arrayed around the room. These 4 on the left are kind of in a close pack. The main dude and one of these guys below him are on this platform. The other 3 are just sort of spread around the room, directing traffic, if you will. That being said, all 9 that you can see are currently the targets of Tirsa, and the counterspell from an unknown source is going to come in with this. And that is not enough to counter a level 9 spell. So, that is going to happen. Psychic Scream happens. Int saving throws all around. So, we'll start with the top 2 on the left.
And is stunned.
All right, and what is...
And Max for me says poor choice.
When they're
Kane,
stunned,
next
they're
time,
pretty
please
much
get home first. Your audio, though. Sorry, what were you
yeah.
saying, Colleen?
When someone's stunned, they're basically considered helpless, right? Like they automatically fail.
I'd have to double check the exact rules, but there's some amount of stuff that they auto fail.
Kane,
That's
what
correct.
nonsense are you saying?
Yeah, Kane, you have significant audio distortion right now. Okay, so that was a save against that. And actually, let me go ahead, and that is actually a fail because Tirsa is once again using her vial to cast this, and that raises the DC. Let me just go ahead and roll the damage right now. Cool. So this first one is gonna take 24. All right. The second one is going to be instantly dead as her head explodes. Now the two guys below. Fail. Fail. Two more exploding heads. Now him. He actually has a rather unfortunate intelligence save. Yeah, that'll happen. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I didn't check to see if he had any reactions.
All right. I was gonna do
No,
something.
not against that. Okay. And actually, where is he on initiative? Oh, yeah, all the way down there. All right.
All right. A stunned creature is incapacitated. Can't move, speak. Automatically fails strength and dex throws. Attack rolls have advantage.
Okay, fails. Also fails. So both of these guys are going to take 49. And next two fail. Also taking 49. All right, so all the ones on the right who took damage, actually they all failed it. None of them died, but they are all going to be stunned. Dear God, okay, yeah, that's the thing. And let me see here. It's oh gosh, and it has to make an save at the end of its turn. Yeesh. Okay. So basically, as your cover is blown, there's this moment where there's a moment of tense chaos, as like almost like an Old West scene where everybody is reaching for their gun. However, in this situation, Tirsa, maybe she has very quick reflexes, maybe she didn't have much faith, but it seemed like she was already prepared for what was about to happen. And she simply, because you hear on the vial, it's not that she starts playing it, it's that what she was already playing goes from being extremely quiet, and you now realize behind her back she has been playing this, to now she just swells into a crescendo for the last little bit. The spell unleashes. 3 heads of wizards explode, and all the others get shook stock still. And it's Gamork's turn.
Effing sweet. All right. Do I need to I assume I need to move my characters.
Yeah, I mean, just
Or
describe what you want to do, and I'll like if distance is a matter, then I'll tell you if you're close enough.
Gomork will run up to this guy and do.
Okay, so just charging straight up the stairs. Yeah, you can do that.
Hit him with ye old acid tackle.
Yes, indeed. You have advantage since he's stunned.
I rolled it, so 24.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that I don't remember what his AC is. Yeah, it totally hits. Actually, let me. All right. Okay, so that's another 18, and he automatically fails strength saves. So, in addition to being stunned, he is prone and restrained.
It says and dealt 3d4 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, so roll 3d4. So you knock him over. Yep.
Take that, you rapscallion. And that's Gomork's turn.
Alrighty. That will bring us to Colleen.
Can I talk to you in the stranger chamber?
Yes, absolutely. What's up?
Okay. So, first, how healthy do they look? Do you want like a medicine check or
Yeah,
something?
roll medicine.
Okay. Medicine. Not good. Okay. Well,
I mean,
proceed with plan A.
you think they're like stunned or something.
So, I want to meteor swarm them. You said the ceilings were 50 feet. It doesn't say how high the meteors have to spawn in or if they actually come from space. But I want to drop meteors on all of them.
Okay. So let me check how precisely you can do this.
They're 4 40-foot radius spears.
Right. Okay. So given how you're all arrayed, most of your group is kind of in a cluster. And let me see here. Yeah, you can totally manage that. So let me see. So like with one of them, you could get like this guy, probably angle it towards one of the others. She's gonna be. Honestly, you could probably hit everyone with 2 meteors.
And then collateral
Utterly,
damage on the castle.
yeah, utterly destroy the area that you're in, and Gmork would be like immediately outside the ring of destruction.
I'm into it. Let's do it.
Okay.
But we lost Fallon.
Okay, we're back. Do you want to wait for him to come back?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The drama.
Then I will.
Oh, Kane! Kane is here.
We'll call it a brief bio break. Then I'll be right back.
That sounds good.
Hello. Hello?
made it at the same time.
Yeah, that was
I heard a noise.
very in sync, actually.
Welcome, Kane. Have you reached a computer?
Yes, I have.
The Pokemon Center.
I have reached the Pokemon Center.
Bum,
The
bum,
center of the
bum, bum.
Pokemon. It's all just cream filling.
I like donuts. Jelly filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly filled donut.
Why
Use
can't
my
y'all see
trusty
it?
frying pan as a drying pan.
Where did Fallon go?
Probably to pee, because I asked Casey to go to the stranger chamber with me.
A hyperbolic stranger chamber?
Yep.
Yes, and his new headset is not wireless, I think.
That's unfortunate. For him. You guys watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
No.
Yeah. What are you doing? Thwarting my plans? What are you? That's still one of my
What's that
favorites.
sound? What's that sound, Krillin? Rage, Gohan. Pure rage. It's like, wait. No. Bald one. That wasn't a pocket watch at all. That was he stole the Dragon Balls. It's like, and with this time machine, I can go back to the past and father. No, I just love Mr. Popo. Popo! Wow, responds to your commands? No, it just knows better. First rule of Popo's training. Don't talk about Popo's training. Second rule of Popo's training.
Drinking too much sake. If I start doing non-Colleen things, tell me. Just like slap me.
Yes, we will slap you through the computer screen. That will. Casey, have you watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
No.
You should watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
See, the thing is, I didn't watch like actual Dragon Ball, so like I could watch it, and it'd probably still
I
be
feel
funny,
like you'd
but
still enjoy it because I feel like some of the I kind of like some of what they do with some of the characters more than the actual show.
yeah.
Sorry.
You know?
Hey,
Oh,
all right,
man.
welcome back. All right, let's jump.
That was deep and bassy, Mike.
Let's jump right back into it.
Hey.
So,
This is a radio show.
Yeah, right? That's what I told him too.
so
Podcast.
This is Gamorx.
Colleen, announce your turn. Announce your turn.
Oh, I wanted you to do it.
You want me? Okay. So, Colleen has also quickly recovered to the start of festivities. She takes her staff and starts just sort of spinning it slightly. Sometimes this results in some sort of streak of energy releasing away from her, and you don't notice anything of the sort. And then you look up, and you hear a rumbling sound, and you feel a wave of heat. And
We've
four large balls of brimstony fire slam into the building that you're in, plowing through the ceiling, through the scenery, through the individuals, coming scarcely a foot from Gamork, who sort of, has tackled this person down and is standing just a slight bit away from him, like in the inch between him and his prey. This ball of fire comes down. All of these individuals are stunned except for one, and that one is not going to survive. So I'm not going to bother making the save. But Colleen, please roll 20d6 fire and
It's
20d6
there.
bludgeoning. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. So Colleen, 149 damages you are dealing here. So, okay, interesting. So, all of the more minor guys are dead. Actually, you know what? I am gonna do this real quick. There was another group of them that was sort of running towards you to join in. These guys, it doesn't matter whether they make their saves, so they all die. However, this one, I'm going to go ahead and make a dex save.
I just like to imagine a wizard casting that on Kane, and Kane just rolling a dex save and taking 0 damage,
It's possible.
and just being like, neener, neener, neener.
All right, where is the
Whoa.
stat block for this?
Alan.
All them
Easy.
dice.
I thought that was Casey rolling a dex save. I was like, what the?
I think your save is higher than 19, right?
It is, but he's stunned and would technically fail automatically. Right.
Well, no, it's this group that was still rushing into
Oh,
the
okay.
fray, right?
Yeah, that is. Yep.
So she had enough hit points to survive half of it, not to survive all of it. So you've even killed the NPCs that you didn't know about.
Perfect.
So let me see. This guy. Yeah, let me add one more token to him. But he is a significant enough character to get death saves, so he's gonna transition to that mode at this moment. Yeah, you've dealt with quite a bit, and also dealt a significant amount of damage to the structure as well. As the dust settles, you do all hear the sounds of commotion about you. There were many more individuals still in this fortress who are not yet dead. So let's actually jump out of initiative and let me simply ask, Kane and Fowlin, you both have a turn. Would you like to use it for anything as the dust is settling?
Yes. Well, I mean, when am I going to do the wolf army? Like, what happened?
There are individuals rushing towards you. You can hear the footsteps. You can hear the commotion in the fortress. All of the
Yeah.
immediate enemies are dead. That does not mean there are not more.
Conjure 8 wolves.
All right. You. So yeah. So let me first of all just
Gamork would spell echo if he could. Just saying.
It's a reaction, right? Yeah, Gmork totally can. Whoops, that's a really terrible crown. But whatever. If you draw a better crown, I'll delete mine.
That looks like a duck.
Alright. I can't get it out from behind his token, but whatever. So yeah. So what, you make 16 wolves out of that?
Yeah. And as many more as Innis herself wanted to throw in.
Right. So you make an army of wolves. Gamork doubles that army. And then Innis looks back at you, grins.
Everywhere. Every slot is now wolves.
And
It's just wolves, always has been.
That's the name of the episode.
That's a good one.
All right. She sort of, with one wave of the hand, brings them into existence, and then mutters something. You see the wolves sort of flicker, and you realize that if you're particularly spell aware, you realize that a number of illusory wolves have just become tangible. What is that? What did I make? 64 wolves spread out in random directions and you hear cries of lesser wizards attempting to fight them off. Kane, do you have anything to add?
Go, Gabor, go! Go, Gabor, go!
Make a grain.
Oh,
I
he
think
already
I have
has a
grain.
grain. Yeah, you already have a grain.
I already got a grain.
Have
I'm
him
trying-
run around on all fours.
Oh god, I just looked at the fucking. I just looked at the Roll20 screen. Holy shit! That's a lot of good works.
Yes, it is.
Also, all these fucking simulacrum Korean. There's so many characters on this fucking area. I keep forgetting that it's just 3 of us now.
We
Rest
are
in
legion.
peace. We are Legion. I'm out of when Kane's just gonna be like, all right.
Okay.
He's gonna hold an action unless someone gets in range of him to do a fist of unbroken air.
All right. So, oh, by the
So
way, I forgot something here. I'm actually going to give Tirsa back her counterspell because I remembered that what's her face, Innis has an ability. When Innis, and actually, Colleen, you might have been able to watch this happen since you were in on the counterspell war. When Innis counterspelled the one wizard, you actually watched her sort of all in one motion reach back around and counterspell a second. Go ahead and roll Arcana.
and it's a deal reach around, huh?
That's what I want to have is this power to time warp my own spells.
Okay, on a 30, I'll explain the ability to you. When she counterspells something, she can choose to redirect it instead. So she redirected counterspell to another enemy counterspell.
That's beautiful.
Okay, all right.
Deal magical reach around.
So, as this pandemonium is happening, let me see here. Yes, indeed. Or actually, hold on a sec.
Hold.
Hold. Hold.
Run, you fools.
Yeah, okay. So,
Well, actually, Gandalf says fly. I'm just kidding.
so a brilliant beam of white hot light is going to descend down in the middle of everybody. I need
It's like a good beam or a bad beam?
Oh, this is a bad beam.
Oh no, the evil beam.
I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Dang it, Casey! I want more deck spells to save from.
Oh, it's my lowest save besides strength.
I like. Hey, same.
Hey, I rolled okay.
Tuh, tuh.
Meanwhile, Fallon, who was a +9.
Woo! Woo!
Fallon
Oh
is
yeah!
a pile of
Oh
dust
yeah!
on the floor.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
All right, so let me see here.
What type of damage is this, Casey?
I need undead as well.
What type of damage is it?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna smack it.
Them ghouls.
Them ghouls right there.
Or actually, you know what? Hold on a sec. I'm going to rule, actually, that they're still in the hallway, so they're shielded from this. I'm just going to rule
That's
that.
fine.
I'm just going
Casey is a merciful god.
All right, that said, the rest of you take... Because the rest of you all failed, except for Innis. 44 radiant
44.
damage.
And it's radiant, Casey. Come on.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
I have absorb elements. You can take that from me.
Yes, I am.
I made Kane even more aggravating to hit.
And you are all also blinded.
Oh, that's not nice.
44 is a lot, MK.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Mr. Garrison. Okay.
So,
But
Yeah.
for real, you should start a podcast with this new mic setup.
I'm just gonna represent this right quick.
What's 118 minus 44, guys?
So we all take 44
Correct.
and are blinded.
Correct.
Welcome to my podcast about how KC is an unforgiving DM.
With his what is it? The high variance dice.
Yes.
Actually, I just realized I didn't roll any 2s or 4s out of 12 dice.
Manipulate the dice.
Kane, I need you to roll for grain as well.
Don't you fucking dare.
Great.
Do it, Casey. Don't you hurt Grain. I gotta go look at what Grain stuff is. Oh, quick, hold on. Oh, it's hard to read.
I think his con is gonna be the same as yours.
But he has damage stuff. Hold on. Ah! They have immunity to poison, psychic.
When they take
Resistance,
damage
yeah.
equal to your level plus your charisma, they're dispersed.
Radiant is not on this list of immunities. Okay.
Oh yeah, technically Innis does take damage. Let me see here. She's gonna choose to be immune to that damage.
What a god.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. She can't do that. She can only choose to have it, but she'll choose to do that. So she'll take
yeah.
Did she
11.
just absorb
Oh,
She'll take 11.
Great.
radiant damage?
Grain's gone.
Yep.
Pretty sure
Grain is
half of
unfortunately gone.
24 is 22.
All right.
Kane pissed.
So that comes in. And then in the background here, oh yeah, no, he would take a failure on that. But I'm also going to make a death save. Okay.
Okay.
So a few seconds pass where none of you can really make much of what's going on. And actually, as this happens, I'm going to have everybody make that con save one more time to see if you recover vision.
Oh, okay. I'll accept that.
I'll accept your turn, Casey.
Hey, I rolled another 19. Not that it helped last time, but
I have, like...
Woo! Look at them rolls. I'm rolling great tonight. I'm on fire.
Okay. So looks like none of you got it back. Yeah. I do need to do another death save here. That'll be a failure. All right. During this time, though, what you hear, continued sounds of howling, both of wolves and people, but also a commotion, and finally a rumble and a crash from the front of the fortress. You feel a tingling sensation as some unknown energy courses over you. Let me see here. Innis, for her part... Actually, can she do anything about those? Yeah, no, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. And let me see here. And so you hear the rumble from the front. Go ahead and give me another round of con saves, everybody.
Casey just likes to watch us fail.
Basically, for what it's worth, the number.
well, we did spawn 60 for wolves and rain meteors on.
Hey, don't talk about what we can do.
The DC is 22 for what it's worth. Okay.
So I would only meet it with a crit.
I could do it with a 19.
Okay. Are we just? Is this time just passing, and we're waiting till we actually somebody hits this?
Yeah. I'm narrating. Well, I'm narrating events that are happening. It's just a matter of if you can actually see anything as to whether I would describe that. But yeah. So you feel this wave of energy pass over. You hear the rumble from out front. In the seconds that follow, you feel a building rumble beneath you, almost as like a vibration, and you hear distantly shouting from the front of the fortress. Everybody roll once more.
Maybe I'll pass this time. Maybe I'll do it.
All right, and I just want to throw out.
Oh, so close.
Oh, the dude, or what were you talking? Oh, what were you talking about, Colleen?
I have a crit on my right hand side, which is what I need to recover.
I
I
critted
see.
with a 21, but does that do it if I critted, but I only have a 21?
Yeah, it actually does do it. You auto succeed on this kind of check. So at this time,
Finally can see.
our friendly Ashal is going to expire. That was his final death save, so he is well and truly dead. Let me just.
What the guy?
I'll give him the double death to make that evident. Those will be the only 2 icons.
I think he needs more debuffs.
Yeah, right. Fallon, you recover your sight, and actually let me look this up real quick. Right. You open your eyes and find that a sort of pale blue energy is hanging in the air all about you. Like it almost manifests as if you were underwater. You don't quite know what to make of it. But this rumbling from the front of the fortress, you now, Fallon, can see what it is. Looking into the hallways, you see that an army, in fact, has rushed into the fortress, and you're just seeing the vanguard of it right now.
This is a anti-fortress army.
It would appear so, as
Okay.
you watch one of them chop down someone who's clearly in a shawl. In the seconds that follow, the rest of you do finally. Well, actually, wait a minute. I'm just gonna say, Colleen, Kane, roll until you get a 22, or up to 7 more times, and count how many it is.
I was gonna hope that I could have Colleen, like I touch everybody and have Colleen do the mind link, and then I could just tell them what's happening and lead them around.
Oh, theoretically you could.
Like blind
Everybody
rat.
follow Papa Fallon. Papa Fallon. I'm
Follow
waiting you
the
guys
sound
finish
of
your
my
rolls.
voice. You're talking
I'll
me
just
through
do
my
mine.
mind.
Nope, didn't make it.
All right. Well, looks like everybody failed everything. So
Hold on.
Got some real good fails.
Hold on, it's my turn. Hold on, my turn.
Look at all
Wait.
those twos.
One,
yeah, those are all me, or technically Tirsa.
2,
I thought they were Kane.
3,
I guess Kane can roll for himself now.
4, 5, 6.
That right side is just biting.
7.
Yeah, right.
What?
Literally 3 successes on the right side. I mean, Fallon, did you want to try to suggest that to Colleen?
Yeah, so I kind of help everybody like grab a hold of each other and say, Colleen, do the mind link.
It's like, okay, yeah, share senses. I think I can actually share multiple senses
Yeah, actually, you can.
at this point.
Yeah, with a single, you can include. Well, how many uses of this kind of ability do you have? So
It's 3 uses.
yeah, so for a
It's
sensory
technical.
connection, it's like 1 creature per use of the ability. Or you can just make like a mental connection and get 2 per use of the ability.
Oh, well, he did say do the mind link, so I guess I will do that. But I would like to be able to see what Fallon sees.
Okay, the key thing is how many times are you using this ability? And
I
who are
can't
you
math
targeting?
right now.
Why can't you math?
I have too
So
much
if
sake.
you were to target just you and Kane, like or Fallon and Kane, then you could do one mental connection. You could also give yourself a sensory connection, just you to Fallon, and that would be 2 casts.
That's perfect.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you do that, and as you become aware of Fallon's vision, you watch as this group from the front rushes in, and slowly they start to make their way through your area, and you realize that it's a motley assortment of creatures, not just elves and humans and dwarves and gnomes, but also tabaxi or cat people, lizard folk, tieflings, goliaths, even a few orcs. The weapons that they carry bear no particular resemblance to anything, although you do notice they do very much seem like fighters rather than spellcasters. And oddly, the a shawl that you can see, you can only see so many of them from where you're at, although you've knocked down so many walls at this point. Luckily, it looks like too many of them weren't load-bearing, that you can see some of it. They seem to fall helplessly before them. And after you even watch as one of them strikes his wand on a table and shouts, "Work, damn it!" And notice some of them fighting with daggers and such. They and others of them just simply surrendering. Um, Finally, you do regain your vision, your all of your natural sight, as around the corner strides a familiar face. His skin is pale, his eyes are a milky green, but his long black hair is neatly groomed, his bearing powerful, and his broad figure as imposing as ever. Indomitable dispatches a hiding a shawl with a flurry of attacks, then strides towards you. You notice a hitch in his step, uncharacteristic of him, as his eyes pass over Innis. But he recovers and continues towards you.
I will
Finally, go ahead, I'm sorry.
say I just jump on him, hug him. I miss him
Oh.
so much.
BK, what are you doing here?
Actually, Colleen, with that, give me a persuasion check. I know this is you're not actually
Contain yourself.
attempting to persuade him or anything, but like this is standing in for something. Okay, noted.
Contain yourself, Colleen.
2-2-2-2.
All right. He stops, and finally you feel him sort of like lightly put his hand on your shoulder as he says, "Hello, Colleen."
Dom, I've missed you. It's been so long. I always wondered what happened to you, and they wouldn't let me go back.
They.
Well, these ones. It's kind of end of the world scenario. We had to keep moving forward.
Fallon looks at. What are you talking about?
They insisted you were dead, and the little one, Quizmilligus, he absolutely assured me that you were dead.
Wow. Kane, do you remember any of these conversations taking place?
I don't. I feel like I'm being thrown into some sort of large vehicle that's yellow with wheels.
I think a carriage would suffice.
Yeah, I'm being thrown under a large yellow carriage.
I can
meant
feel the
for
carriage
teen
wheels
children.
on my back as it is.
Yeah, what the fuck, Colleen?
Dom looks across all of you and says, "Well, I can see that you haven't changed in the few months that it's been."
Huh?
Hey, I've changed.
No, you're still blue.
I didn't say it. Nope. You haven't changed at all, Dom. You're right.
He frowns a bit and then shrugs and says, At any rate, I can tell some of what you did in here.
Did you see the wolves?
Yes. How did you make quite so many?
I pointed at Innis and Fallon and Gomork.
Fallon.
Again, as his eyes pass over Innis, he stiffens slightly, but he nods and says, I see. Innis is still just sort of like, actually has sort of lazily sauntered over to the remains of a table. Like, about 2/3 of it is completely blasted away, but there's a relatively undamaged chair. And she actually has it propped back on its back legs a bit and has her feet on the table.
Gomork is a king now.
I see that as well. When did that happen?
15 minutes ago.
All right. Well, thanks for the assist on breaking down the door. Their barrier outside was actually rather impressive. At least he looks around at the carnage. We can only assume this was you lot.
Oh,
I pointed the giant scorch marks. That was mostly Colleen.
Fallon says, actually, thank you for the assist.
He
I do regret the scorch marks.
he shrugs. Not like I was trying to move into this place.
What you doing here?
Oh, I believe I made a
Spoiling our
deal.
plans.
Believe I made a deal to help retrieve a few artifacts. And actually, he gestures to the air around you. It appears that something was in motion before any of us arrived. I believe you've met with a certain Fey lady, yes?
So many Fey
A,
ladies.
a,
So
a
little
couple.
time.
The one, which Fey lady? The one where Fallon left the dead sharks in the hallway, or like?
He frowns at you once again, but finally says, and actually, wait a
That's
minute.
what happened, man.
What was the name
That's
she
like the most
went by?
accurate Kane's ever told a story.
uh,
Like, we left a bunch of dead sharks in the hallway.
He says she goes by the name Ella Timbers.
Ah, yes. That was Quiz's lady.
Yes, well,
Because that wasn't his name.
it
It was
appears
like,
she was working with this lot, and it wasn't too hard to stock them up with some muscle. But this, he says, is actually rather remarkable. It's the most wide area anti-magic field that I've ever seen. Anyways, should make getting those last two artifacts rather easier. And he looks at you and says, and actually, if it's all right, I know there's so much catching up to do, but perhaps I should go get about that.
Casey, is it weird that I think it's weird that he's trying to get him while we're here to get him? Like, we're all already here. Why don't we go get him?
I mean,
So just
like,
'cause
you
he can
could
man
theoretically
magically
tag
figure-
along if you wanted to.
yeah, I mean, Dom, that's why we're here to get the vestiges. So if you just, assist us in this endeavor.
He says, follow behind me if you want. He looks at you and says, I imagine you're probably not quite sure where they are, though?
I mean, we had a strong inkling.
around here someplace.
Strong inkling.
Right.
Where do you think they are? We're just out of curiosity. Like,
Follow me. And you'll remember before Dom does have an ability that lets him pinpoint the location if he's within 1,000 feet.
oh, I know. I just
So,
I
just in
still
case
have to
anyone
do it.
forgot.
why would I forget stuff, Casey? It's uncharacteristic.
All right. So for sake of time, I'm gonna sort of cinematic this. If there's anything that's important, then please like bring me back to it. But
I'm
like
gonna
please
ask
stop me.
Ines about
But
stuff.
well, you're gonna stay behind because she's still sitting at the table.
Wait, Ines, you coming?
She yawns. I think you all have it. Besides, against the rules for me to help you with vestiges.
Right. Do you do you have a sending stone or something?
She furrows her eyebrows as Dom says, "All right, well, I'm off."
Kane, that is the goddess of knowledge.
So she has sending stones?
Fallon, same comment applies as the previous thing that you asked about. So as Dom starts to walk out, I presume with Fallon and Colleen following, Innes answers you, Kane. Do you need to send a message?
Well, I want to ask you stuff, but you're not coming with us. So like, but I need to go. I want to go help. So like, I just.
Come back when you're done. I'll be here.
Are you sure you'll be here? Because you disappeared, then Tarvith, and it's just y'all disappear a lot.
Kane, I'm sure I'll be here.
Okay. Do I believe her? Insight check.
Sure, roll insight.
I hope the response is she's getting the fuck out of here as soon as we're without out of earshot.
Ines about to ditch us. Insight. Where's my insight? I can't read. Reading's hard. I have growth. That's my excuse.
In case you rolled a deception. How rude.
That's what I
What's-
generally roll for, like, how difficult
Dang
it is to read someone.
Dang it! So close.
You have no reason not to trust the goddess of knowledge as to whether she thinks she'll still be somewhere.
Okay. Okay, Casey. I got you. I see what you're cooking, Casey.
All right. So you all follow Dom as he strides through the fortress. There are many, many corpses all about you. There is general carnage. There is looting occurring. This is not
Loot.
this is not like, a happy place at the moment.
Can we be have Gamork with us and his wolf guard ahead and behind?
His
Sure.
wolf guard.
Although-
He's king of the wolf.
Although, like, you do need Dom to lead you to know where you're going. He's not, like, drawing a map. He's just walking there.
I know, but I mean, I'm sure they can kind of like be just.
Oh my god, it's a wolf guard.
They could kind of look back.
You can have a few in
That's so
front, and you
cute.
can have a lot behind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
That sounds adorable, Fallon. Wolf guard.
So he first guides you up towards. Actually, wait. Oh, you know what? I'm going to open my notes from last time because I'm going to use. I wasn't planning on using this week.
Opening notes. What black magic is this?
Where is?
Do 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 do.
Right. Okay. So he first guides you up towards a small stone sanctuary. Intimate feeling compared to the architecture of most of the fort. Statuary and carvings lining the walls, lit dimly by low burning torches. You recognize the scepter and manacles of Alkadir in the artwork. As you enter,
Calls of Alkadir.
as you enter in, sorry, I know that I wrote. Right. Okay. As you enter in, a woman greets you all. I'll go ahead and give you her artwork.
A lady.
Definitely not evil.
She steps out of the back room and greets you all, addressing herself mainly to Dom. and says, so it sorry. So it appears today is not to be our day. I suppose you've all come for this. And she holds forth a golden chalice lined with black, ringed with rubies, bearing once again the insignia of Alkadir, and says, I acknowledge your victory. You can take it.
What did she hold forth?
A golden
chalice?
chalice lined with black and ringed with rubies, bearing the symbol of Alkadir.
BK, is that the one?
Your ring is glowing green once again, Fallon, and Kane, you still have true sight going, so yes, this is indeed it.
I grab it and put it in my pack.
You step forward. The woman, as you step forward, Fallon, the woman frowns a bit, and Dom says, he can take it.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait. What do you mean he can take it? You're helping us here.
Fallon says, don't look at him, look at me.
She smiles slightly and looks towards you, Fallon, and hands you the chalice.
Fallon says, Fallon, can I communicate with Gamork non-verbally at this point in my life? Do I have that ability? Does he know that I want all the wolves to suddenly surround like as quietly as they can in the scariest manner possible? Can he sense my? Can he
Rule of
sense
cool,
that?
Casey. Rule of cool. I like it.
Fair enough, I'll allow it.
Yes.
I mean,
And
Gamork
then,
could also just choose to do that on his own, so.
Yeah, and then
Okay, so as that happens, I'm just going to have Gamork give me a Gamork intimidation check with advantage.
okay. Of course, always.
Actually, you know what? Let me do it this way.
No.
I have an inspiration die I could use, right?
Inspiration just gives you advantage.
Oh, no.
So
rolled a 3.
yeah. But she's a cleric. She has a really high wisdom save. So the woman smiles slightly as this is happening. She looks around. She nods to you, and then do any of you speak Infernal?
I speak primordial.
Yes, I do.
You do.
I do, yeah. It's on my character sheet. Didn't type it in just now. You can look yourself. You can see my hands are in the sky.
All right.
Like he just don't care.
Common, gnomish, orc, draconic, and infernal is the last one.
I know common and primordial.
All right. You hear as she says, Alkadir, enthroned in power, take me away from here. In Infernal.
Can I say back in Infernal? I don't know about Alkadir, but I know a pit fiend. If you need to be taken somewhere.
Give her the axe.
As you say that, black and red flames have begun to swirl up about her. And as you say that back to her, at first a slightly puzzled look crosses over her face, and then a look of sort of resigned bemusement. And that's the last you see as she's taken away in the flames.
Interesting.
And don't you come back. I was gonna ask her where the other one was, or who had it.
Isn't it here, or is it somewhere nearby?
Dom says, No, the other one is not here. I will take you all to where it is.
I was just assuming the other guy, maybe they aren't gonna be as forthcoming with it. Perhaps. Mayhaps.
He nods. Perhaps.
Perhaps.
All right. So he guides you out of the sanctuary and down a hallway up towards yet another set of stairs, leading to sort of a low tower on the fortress. You come up to what appears to be some sort of reinforced door, but he simply, and actually, wait a minute. Let me see. Where's Dom's character sheet? Does he simply kick it in? Is he sufficiently badass for that? Let me see.
Come on, Dom.
Good enough. Yeah. So he
Is it a +7 or 17?
7.
Okay.
He steps up, kicks in the door, which flies open on a large room, which you quickly realize is almost more of an apartment. On one side of the room is a bed and dresser. In other areas are a laboratory, a small library, a telescope, other oddities. And let me see here. And there are... Right.
Magic eyes. Anything look interesting?
Actually, wait a minute. Hold on a sec. Honestly, there's stuff all over the room. Like books are magical, alchemical reagents, all kinds of stuff. The most notable person, there are 2 individuals in the room. And let me get their artwork. One, and actually, you know what? Let me just get some generic elf. Sure, I'll use him. It's not actually an archer, but this is just stand-in for generic elf.
That's racist.
Yeah, you think all elves are archers? But yeah. Although according to D&D, they are. So one of them is dressed in simple robes, standing near the doorway, and he just like throws his hands up in the universal symbol of surrender as you all enter. The other one is an older elf, and Kane, you can see like magic evident all over this individual, although muted by the anti-magic field that's surrounding everything. And right, he sits sort of slumped behind a desk, a large black spiked gauntlet on one of his hands, rimmed with gold. He looks up at you as you enter and says, "You. I don't even know who you are, but you've come at last."
We're the ones that have been taking all your stuff.
Fallon laughed like I laughed.
He says, "So, are you going to kill me? Is that what it is? Going to take this?" He holds up the gauntlet.
Kane's just gonna be like, "Yep, just gonna take that right off your hand." Just
I want all the wolves to look at him, and Fallon
yoink.
says, "I mean, do you want to die?"
Says, "I don't think I have much choice now, do I? Or
Just
have you
give it-
come to hear my story and understand my reasons for everything that I did?"
hand over the gauntlet first, and then sure, tell us everything about yourself. As Kane's kind of walks up to grab the gauntlet.
Okay. He doesn't attack you or anything of the sort. But, or actually, wait a minute.
It's Gauntlet of Suffusion, right? Not the
Yes,
Chalice.
yes.
Chalice
on
of
a sec.
Prosperity, Gauntlets of
Correct.
Fusion.
Actually,
Yeah.
no. You know what? I take that back. As you come up to take it, he reflexively jumps up, steps away from the desk, and says, "Not like that." And he is going to go after you, Kane.
Oh, baby.
Can I
He,
The
have
way you
one of
say
the
"and,"
wolves?
you just know that the combat's coming.
he done did it.
So
Can I have-
attack 1, does a 25 hit you?
Well, hold on now. What is
Whoa,
this?
Spear
What
of
is this?
Light.
What is this? What kind of? Let me refresh how to play D&D.
Get hit by it, you'll know.
I got a lot of. I have a lot of things. Hold on a second.
I want Gmork to grab
This
the
is this the
gauntlet
ranged attack? I assume.
mouth, pull his arm across
Uh,
the desk, and then I will cut his arm off.
Yes, in fact, it is a point blank range attack.
So what's that disadvantage? Oh, never mind. Sure, I guess. I assume it's radiant damage too, because Casey doesn't like by resisting his damage.
Yep. So, oh, only 12. Okay, yeah, only 12 damage, but you have to make a con save.
God damn it, Casey.
Okay, yeah, you're stunned.
Ugh.
And then he's going to fire his second attack at Dom.
Can I just say, like, before he stuns me, Kane says, like, I got this.
All right, Dom is going to take 20, and then he gets a con save.
Can we do my idea where Gmork bites the gauntlet and holds on and pulls his arm across the desk, and I chop his arm off with my...
I mean, we're stunned.
You can try that in a moment. You also have as many, like, how many of the wolves did you take with you?
I mean, I didn't limit the amount of wolves ever.
So do you
I
have
thought all of
64
them-
wolves?
Yes.
Okay, I'm imagining that only some of them have made it in by now, so you can absolutely, when we get to you, just pile all the
You are
wolves
now Fowlin Wolfbringer.
in. All right, so Dom is going to use his ability where you can reroll the save.
Indomitable.
Yep, that is actually what the ability is called. All right, and so he's going to save against that. And now, again, just for sake of cinematicness, like Fallon, let's just go to you. Let's just go to you next.
I look at Gmork and snap my fingers, and I want him to lunge and like lash onto the gauntlet of the guy and pull him backwards across the desk.
Okay, roll an attack. I guess like a bite attack.
Why'd you have to stun me, Casey? Wait. Hold on, I thought there was an anti-magic field. How did he do his Spear of Light?
It works despite that. I can explain later if you want.
No. I'm just annoyed.
All right,
Did
so
I need
yeah,
to do the
that
magic version, or is that good?
that does in fact hit.
I feel like Kane gets robbed of any opportunity to be cool. I was ready. I was like, he's gonna attack me. Then I'm gonna unload, do all this damage to him, and nope, stunned. Okay. Well, he's not gonna survive long enough for me to be unstunned now.
Roll damage, Fallon.
Oh, sorry.
Sad face.
Trying to click it.
Target's blinded.
So
That's big damage.
24. All right, and then it's going to be his strength save to see if he can resist this.
Is this old man strong, Casey? Is he strong?
Nope. All right, so yeah, you pull his arm across the desk. Fallon, you can do your thing now.
Hit with the axe of whatever.
Sundering.
Yeah, give him the good Alkadir smiting.
You can use it if you want.
Okay, fine. I don't know the attack. I don't have it set up as a weapon though.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to. I'm drunk.
It's a +3 weapon if you want to use it. So
All right.
I don't know what your normal is, but like you can just roll your normal axe attack and then we can correct it if you want.
Okay. I don't have an axe anymore.
Oh, okay. So it's 1d20 plus proficiency plus strength plus 3.
Oh god.
Also, you're using the axe. Interesting,
right.
interesting.
I know, right? You've chosen your weapon.
Well, it just seems fitting.
Sweet, sweet justice. Kind of.
Okay, so yep, 25 will indeed hit. So the damage of the axe, I need to look this up too. It is going to be 1d12 plus 3d6 plus 3 plus your strength. Okay, so and the 8 is gonna be slashing, I think, and the 3d6 is necrotic. So let me see here. Okay.
Axe of Sundering, +3 on both attack and damage rolls. Additional 3d6 necrotic to any targeted hits. If I roll less than one away from my normal crit, it's a crit.
Okay, so at this point, you have not like cut his arm off at this point, but you do have it pinned to the desk for as long as you choose to hold the axe there.
Ow.
And if you wish, you may in fact bum rush him with 64 wolves. That's a thing you can do too.
Eaten alive.
Can I have the wolves kind of draw and quarter him? I mean, not like actually apart,
What?
but like. Listen, hold on, hear me out. Don't jump the gun. I mean, I kind of just want the rest of it. I want his arm to be stuck on the table, his other arm to be pulled. I don't want him like ripped
Oh,
apart.
I see.
Like,
Okay.
I want his body taut in the air.
You can certainly attempt this. So let me see. Wolves attack at. Let's see how many successes you get. Wolves attack at +4. So roll. Actually, you know what? Just do this. Roll 64d20, and we'll see how many successes you get. A success is going to be anything 14 and above.
This is rolling.
All right, so let me see here. It's going to be 1, 2,
Wait a minute,
3,
you just said 64 d20?
4. Yep, that's right.
And what was the success number?
14 or higher, so I'm counting right now. 5, 6, 7.
Seriously, that high variance setting that you're using.
At 23.
Yeah, so, yep. And oh, no, I got 24, actually. So 24 successes and 3 crits. So just to see if you did enough damage to kill him, we can decide whether you want to in a moment. But please roll 27. No, I'm sorry. 54d4 plus 48.
Plus 4d8 or plus 48?
What I just typed.
Gotta live level 20, man.
Yikes.
Okay.
More than my meteor shower.
Okay, yeah. So all of the wolves pile on to him, ripping and tearing, just like Doom Guy. No, okay. But yeah, like just utterly tearing him apart.
I wanted to make that comment earlier.
Do you want to kill him?
Well, I mean, he attacked Kane.
Colleen
Kane-
says we want his life story. Drunk Colleen says kill him. We don't need the.
My
No, no.
alignment.
Kane
Hold on.
did say, "I got this." Fru was stunned.
Where's my alignment?
You-
Neutral. What would neutral do, Casey?
I am the
what
decider.
would Fallon do? Fallon.
Yeah, what does Fallon do?
Or what would Gamork do?
Yeah. King of the Wolves.
No, Gamork is power hungry and he kills him.
Okay. Yeah.
Fallon says, damn, that's a lot of wolves.
So yeah,
Like it just dawns on him how many wolves he summoned.
the wolves pile on him and tear him apart, and you reach down with your hand and take the gauntlet off of his corpse.
I guess would I take it off or do I have to like shake his hand out of it?
Well,
Like,
yeah, you would. I mean, go ahead and flare it however you like. How do you do it?
I pick it up and shake it like I've got a kid upside down trying to get coins out of their pocket to see if I can get the hand to fall out.
All right.
You couldn't think of anything more elegant than tearing apart a man alive with wolves.
Kane, you're unstunned now, by the way.
Fallon says,
Damn it! I said I got this.
Fallon says, talk to Gamork. I just wanted them to hold him down.
Well, that's fair. There's a lot of wolves.
I mean,
Yeah.
what do you expect with this many wolves?
There are a lot of wolves here. What's the other? Wasn't there a second person? What's his reaction to all this?
The other person is just like continuing to show the universal sign of surrender, and his eyes are very wide.
So, do you think you could
what's
tell us?
your name?
Encelar Ascanon.
I'm asking you.
Oh, my name. I'm sorry. My name is Perios.
Oh, sorry. Could you tell us his life story since he seems to be a bit
Thrust, parry.
torn to pieces?
Yeah,
Eulogy.
yes. Okay.
Would you like to say a few?
Honestly, it's really up to whatever you all would like at this point, I would say. Would you like me to say a few words?
I am curious about his story now since he asked. Like,
Okay, very well. He walks over and says, there. Then he shakes his head and says, never mind. He, trembling, walks amongst all the wolves to where Encelar's dead body is. And he says,
well, the big chunk of it anyway.
Encelar Ascanon was a slave of the Javit, escaped into the deep desert. One day he found the Gauntlet of Suffusion deep in a cave, where he had fled in desperation to search for an underground stream of water. He devoted himself to redeeming the plight of the slaves. He made his way first to the Kalaya Isles, where he learned the lore of the vestiges, and at last to the city of Kiteru, present-day Ashal, where he built his influence. He took hostage powerful Javit and their puppets. The Ashal Megakasi was ceded to him, and at last, even the Javit were bent to his will. I have known this man the better part of the last 4 centuries. I believe that he started out genuinely wanting to make the world a better place, and to help people who were disadvantaged find freedom and prosperity. However, as I stand here today, I must say that somewhere along the line, I believe the drive for power became all-consuming and brought him to an unfortunate end.
Yeah, what was up with all the demons?
I only know so much, but I believe they were meant as a distraction to flush out certain vestiges in Einangren.
Well, that definitely worked.
The chalice was retrieved in that manner.
Who had the chalice before then?
It was held by the dwarves of Jordan.
Oh, fancy. Who was the lady that gave us the chalice?
Yeah, where'd she go? She's
You
kind of
must
pooped in the
mean
fire.
Mistress Signy Meadowbark.
Yes.
Not a very imposing name. Go on.
He shrugs. She was an aristocrat, one of the three. Did she fare any better than Insular?
She kind of
She begged Alkadir to
just.
take her away, and she vanished or something.
Who's
I
Insula?
see. Insular,
The guy
the
that put
late
him on the ground.
gentleman in several places on the
Oh.
floor.
Right.
Clean, are you drunk?
Maybe.
Drunk on power.
That's gonna work.
Let's go. Yeah.
Well, it seems he did not choose wisely at the end here, because I just was gonna take the gauntlet, you know. But then he attacked me, and I was
Yes.
gonna just kind of hit him a lot, but he stunned me, so the wolves took over, and there are a lot of wolves.
Yeah, sorry. Gamok just got all these wolves under his command, and apparently you should not let a wolf have power.
I'm just picturing him work with like a Russian voice, like,
I
yes, now
think
I have
there's a
the
lesson in all this for all of us.
I have the greatest pack in all the land. Me and my wolf army will will cover the seas in blood. I don't know.
I just think there's a lesson for us all here.
When you're surrounded by lots of wolves, don't start a fight.
Two lessons. Anyways,
So, we got all the
what was your
questions now.
role in all this, Mr. Parias?
Parias.
I was his attendant. I've known him for, well, centuries now, to be honest.
Can you do magic?
Only small things.
But you're knowledgeable about the inner workings of this whole organization that used to be.
I was by Insular's side for some time,
He's
yes.
around for 400 years. What don't you understand?
I'm just clarifying. Okay?
Well, then can we keep him?
That's I was leaning towards keeping him.
What? What do you? He's not a. What?
Did you see what we've done today? You can do whatever the fuck you want. You want to come with us?
He looks at you and says, "Are you offering me a choice?"
I mean, you could just stay here, but there's lots of looting and killing happening by the rest of the people that we're already attacking, and we don't really have any control over them. So
Kane, hush. Yes, you have a choice. What do you want to do? You want to hang out and pick up the pieces of nothing, or what are you gonna do?
do you want to join us and save the universe from
You
giant
know what?
tentacles?
He
What?
looks at you all and says, "If you'll allow me," he thinks for a moment, "to surrender into your protection, I shall help you however you like here, and then, if you would, I would like to depart from this place on my own, if that's okay."
You
Right,
will
but
stay
like,
with us.
where in the world would you go after being stuck with this
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be
asshole
very
for
popular.
400 years? Like,
I don't know,
big vacation plans?
I could perhaps go back to my family in the Kessel Republic.
You think that you'll be very popular with people now? Since it seems like the Ashal weren't very popular.
He looks at you and says, "If you're offering me a choice, then I will pick my own way."
Here. Well, just stick with us for now. We may have some ideas or questions for you later.
He nods, of
But you
course.
can depart before we start fighting the giant tentacle creatures.
Very well.
But just know that if the realms are all devoured, you might have been able to help.
He nods. Understood.
So, any cool magical items in this room?
Yes, as a
You
matter of
mentioned-
fact, and you
I
know,
was asking him.
Was that
oh,
dead back
you
to
ask
the
him.
magical items?
Yeah.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I suppose I'm obliged to show you about. Yes.
I'm looking for stuff for defense to protect people. Protecty type stuff.
Indeed. Well, let me see what I can do, I suppose. And actually, looking at the time, we will go ahead and end off there. Well, actually, no.
Could you give us a list of items, and then we can just kind of figure it out over the course of the week?
Yeah. One last thing. Fowlin, as this goes to wind down, you you're like, oh, I suppose I don't need this axe anymore, and you go to put it away.
Uh-huh.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I forgot to say not to use the axe, didn't I? I meant to say that. Well, Kane was stunned anyway.
Okay, you put it away successfully. That being said, there is another effect.
Toll on your soul.
And let me find
You
that.
gotta pay the soul toll if you want to get in this troll's soul.
Real
I
quick.
imagine Casey just has like a spreadsheet of like this person has touched this item this many times.
It's not a
It's the first time
spreadsheet,
I've
but
ever
basically
used it.
yes.
The only time I've ever touched it. Okay, let's just be real here.
You used it at least twice, pretty sure.
No.
Okay.
I think he thought about using it once, but decided not to.
Fallon, you feel
Because of
dark.
shit like this is why I don't use it.
You feel dark emotion well up from within you. The world has put you through a lot of shit that you didn't ask for. It brain damaged your love interest. It took you away from what semblance of a home you had. It hasn't been all that profitable even until exactly this moment. Like, sure, Dragon Horde, whatever, but like, you went through a lot of crap for that. Everyone you're fighting is shitty. And you realize that seeing this man torn apart in front of you, who you now realize all those times that you got hit with just like random spells out of nowhere and you got mind controlled, there was this idiot with the gauntlet casting magic from a distance. He made you flee through a desert because he was spying on you. And you realize it felt good to rip him apart.
Rip and tear until it is done. Okay.
This darkness settles deep down within you. The whispers of the artifacts that you carry about you. Fowlin now has deep-seated within him the vice of wrath. This has mechanical implications, but otherwise just understand that. It's not a personality overhaul. It doesn't necessarily impact how you act in every single situation, but
I'm just feeling this stuff and I'm totally cool with it. I'm not like aware of the effect. I'm just like I'm under it.
basically, like I said, there is a mechanical implication, but that will be handled entirely by me. But for roleplay purposes, just understand that any kind of a circumstance that would bring Fallon's anger out, that's going to be, or a sense of vindictiveness, that's going to be a little amped up.
Gotcha.
You earned 2 renegade points.
All right. And that, in fact, is where we're going to end it. Offline, I'll have some discussion about looting with the group because there's going to be a bunch of that. And if we try to do it in session, it'll take forever.
It will be the session.
Yeah. And I don't want that this time. But yeah. Otherwise, signing off. Thanks, everybody.
I'm just picturing this guy who is like